Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible to rearrange the prophecy into its proper order, which is the Book of Zion. And the Book of Zion is written entirely in Bible verse. The Potsmoker's Bible is the commentary to the Book of Zion so that I could publish it legally. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about emotional healing. I've been trying to discuss the most relevant and important issues that we have to face, how to change our society and make us and the world a better place, also a place where we can survive. Now, our world suffers emotional anguish at a phenomenal rate. There is so much pain and suffering on this planet. It is just terrible. But fortunately for you, I know how to fix that. So today's episode, I'm going to be explaining to you how your emotions work and how we can heal them. And we're going to start where everybody on earth starts when they talk about your emotional problems and how to fix them, with Jung and Freud. They are the founders of the field of psychology. But little does the world know that psychology, or the beginnings of what was supposed to be psychology, started with two potheads. Carl Sagan, Carl, Carl Jung, and Sigmund Freud partied their asses off. They were fucked up on drugs when they came up with psychology. Look it up. It's true. They were all fucked up when they figured out psychology. And they did a really good job of beginning. But they didn't stop. They figured out everything that they could with the knowledge that they had. And now I'm going to take us a step further. Drugs are key to emotional healing. Drugs allow you to analyze your emotions without actually feeling it, which helps you to deal with your problems. Now, Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud, they gave you half the equation. They gave you the analytical part of the equation. You need to discuss what happened to you. You need to articulate it, get it out of you. But they did not know or understand how emotions actually work. Knowing this, they would have taken their work a little bit further and come up with what I call scream therapy. You see, the thing that they did not understand, because they had no way of knowing, is that our emotions are our spirit. And what we feel, we project. And that those feelings are bound in physical expression. We are spiritual beings embodying physical bodies. And our emotions are us. We are the emotions that we feel. Because that is our life force. Now, our emotions are bound in the physical to what happens in the physical. Once you become embodied, your body records everything that happens to you. It's like your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, those are all recording devices. And all of that emotional energy is bound in those memories. And it is through those memories that we perceive everything and feel everything. If what we if what is bound in our flesh is pain, then everything is going to be pain because it's all filtered through experience. And if those experiences are painful, then everything you experience is going to be filtered through that pain. So, in order to truly heal, you have to expel that physical pain from those memories. Um, Now, L. Ron Hubbard, very evil man. Scientology, very not good in the form it took. But he had another part to our puzzle. He has the technique to take Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung's work one step further. Don't know if he got fucked up. I don't know. I don't care if Hubbard did drugs or not. He's an evil fucking asshole. And Scientology is irredeemable except for this one thing that Dianetics teaches us. And that is how to heal your soul. It's called becoming a clear. Now, the only reason why I put this into this context is because I had already done what Hubbard was talking about before I ever read that book. When I read that book, I recognized what I had already been doing internally with the help of God. Clearing my emotional energy field. Expelling the emotional energy bound in the memories of the suffering that I went through. And you do this through expression. So Carl and Sigmund only had one part of the equation. You need to verbalize your problem. You need to talk about the memories. Dianetics tells us that we need to express those memories as well. So, in order to clear your memories of the pain and suffering that you've already felt, you have to express them. That's what scream therapy is about. But it's not just that you need to scream out your pain. You need to scream out your anger and your suffering and verbalize it in an emotional way. You must also do it in a confrontational setting. If possible, the culprit, the person responsible for your suffering, should be the one to have to deal with your suffering. So if the neighbor down the street raped you as a kid, in order for you to fully heal in Zion, that bastard would have to be in the group of your healing session so that you could confront them safely with people around you to make you feel safe, so that you can express your anger and your remorse and all the terrible things that that person did to you. Now, if that person is not available, say if he's dead or we're in Zion and he's not allowed in Zion, then we give you a proxy, someone that you can take it out on in their stead. The point being that you internally, and if physically, if possible, face the person who caused you that pain, so that you can say to that person, why the fuck did you do that to me? What right did you have to do that to me? Because the expression of those emotions is what erases the damage from the memory. I tell people when I help them emotionally to look at life this way. Every moment of your life, your body takes a picture, recording every instance, everything you do. Each of those memories has embedded in it emotional energy. That's why when you think of a happy memory, you're instantly happy. But if you think about something that hurts you, you're instantly hurt. Because those memories, those images, those snapshots in time contain emotional energy as well as visual energy, audio energy. It's just another spectrum of that embedded knowledge in that moment. So in scream therapy, what we do is we start with the most recent pain and suffering that you have been caused. Because that present moment that is most easily accessed has attached to it every like moment in your life. So you can take what happened to you today that pissed you off, and you can verbalize that, and you can scream that out, and that will lead you to the second, the last time that happened, and you can scream out that energy, and then that'll take you to this next one back, and slowly you work your way back through all of those associated memories. And you clear up all that pain and suffering in every one of those memories. It's like a group thing, okay? Think of, okay, let's say an abusive father or mother. They hit you today, but every time they hit you today, but that one hit is attached to every other hit they ever hit you. And your deepest, darkest pain, the nexus of what makes you suffer, is that very first time you were hit. Now you can access the pain of that very first time you were hit by accessing the pain of the last time that you were hit today. So you cry out that pain and you wonder about why that had to happen to you, and you verbalize all those emotional thoughts. And that leads you, it takes out just a little bit of that pain all the way back to that first one. And you open up a process, by the way. Once you start this process, it's a natural process. It's gonna go its way course all the way back. So by dealing with today's emotional problems and allowing yourself to remember prior incidents of the same thing, you can clear up the emotional damage of that entire thing. That one hit can lead you emotionally healing back to that first hit. And when you deal with that first hit, all the pain from every hit goes away. And that person never has the power to hurt you in that way again. Because then you can say, no, you're not going to do that to me again. The worst thing that you can do to me is what you've already done to me, and I'm standing up to you because fuck you. It empowers you. Because you're suffering not from the hit that you just got. Your true problem is the first time you were hit. So we have to go from this memory of today. We have to release that emotional energy of every corresponding memory you ever had back to that first one. It's a natural process that's going to take care of itself. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and may you be worthy of it. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy. Be your joy. Spread your joy. Stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Know I love you. Later, because I'll never say goodbye.